Well, it's been said, big things come in small packages, and that's the case in point for the Mennello Museum of American Art. This small museum in Orlando lays claim to a large treasure, the largest collection of work by folk artist Earl Cunningham. Now, this big gift was given to the city of Orlando by the museum's namesake, Marilyn Mennello. Tucked away along the quiet banks of Lake Formosa and Lock Haven Park sits the graceful and peaceful Mennello Museum of American Art. Filled with extraordinary works of art, it's perhaps not a place you would link to folk art due to its evolving mission.
It was founded as a folk art museum, and then our board 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, decided that there was a limited market, so it's now the Mennello Museum of American Art.
But since 1998, it's folk artist Earl Cunningham's work that has been a highlight of the museum's collection and the foundation for what would become the Mennello Museum of American Art.
It's really a benchmark now. People are coming from all over the country to see the works of Earl Cunningham and also our other great collections that we have.
It was Marilyn Mennello's insightful artistic prowess that brought Cunningham, a relatively unknown artist decades ago, to the forefront.
She was visiting St. Augustine, and she walked into his shop, and while they passed the window, it said, "These paintings are not for sale." So she went back in, and she met Earl Cunningham. He sold her a painting. She arranged the first exhibit at the Orlando Museum of Art.
That was in 1970, and it was the beginning of Marilyn's mission to make Cunningham a household name.
The collection was really supposed to go to Tallahassee, and when Mayor Glenda Hood found out about it, she called my wife and said, "You know, you guys are from Orlando, even though you live in Winter Park, and the collection can't go anyplace but here." She thought he was a genius, and he is a genius. He's been compared to Matisse and Van Gogh.
Just as the work of Matisse and Van Gogh became sought after by collectors, Marilyn started collecting Cunningham's work. In fact, the Mennellos hold the largest permanent collection of his work. Marilyn died in 2006, leaving behind a legacy that is getting national attention by being featured at the Smithsonian American Art Museum in Washington, D.C.
Her dream was always, and also Cunningham told her in 1969 that he wanted his paintings in a museum of his own, and that's been realized. It started out as a small museum, and now we're nationally known, and with the Smithsonian exhibit, we will become an international museum.
It was the Mennellos' passion and dedication for Cunningham's paintings that gained the attention of the Smithsonian. No one could have imagined that type of national and international recognition would put a local museum like Mennello on the map. But it has, and at a recent commemoration, local supporters gathering to pay tribute included Clarence Otis, CEO of Darden Restaurants.
We've got a lot of things that we can be proud of. We want to enrich the cultural scene here, and this museum helps do that.
Marilyn Mennello's contributions to the arts community span 44 years. She was the chairman of the Cultural Affairs Committee for the city of Orlando. She founded a volunteer group for 101 women for the Lock Haven Arts Center, which is now the Orlando Museum of Art. So it's not hard to understand why Marilyn Mennello has been called a champion for the arts. Some even call her the First Lady of the Arts, helping to change the way people view art.
She and Michael are probably two of the people that have promoted folk art and made Orlando a hub for folk art. But I'll tell you this, even for a non-cultured mayor like me, it's transformed me into a folk art connoisseur.
She was a star in the community, and those of us who knew her knew that she did that for our community. She lit up the arts. I think our community has reached critical mass, and we're really starting to see that the arts are important for the vitality of our community.
This star, designed by Albert Paley and placed outside of the museum in early 2008, was dedicated to Marilyn Mennello in honor of her commitment and legacy to the arts.
The star is a wonderful tribute to Marilyn. I think the star tells us what she was really all about to this community.
Museums around the country hold stories of human history and culture. The story at the Mennello Museum is one of passion, dedication, and commitment of one woman who had a vision of art.
It's really been a wonderful venture for her dreams have been realized.
Now her husband, Michael, says her legacy is one he plans to continue.
We're planning to add 25 to 30,000 square feet. We really want an educational center. We want this to become one of the major American museums. And we're on our way. It's remarkable what we have done in less than 10 years.
10 years of success and going strong as a showcase for American artists. If there's anything that's synonymous with the Mennello Museum, it's Marilyn, her love for the arts, and her vision to see something great in a folk artist like Earl Cunningham. That's just a taste of the Arts Connection. You can catch more great stories like this at the Arts Connection website at wmfe.org/arts and see new episodes every Thursday night at 8 on WMFE TV. Thanks for watching.